welcome back. Today I am so excited because we are going to be doing a full face using makeup that only cost $1. I have had really good experiences in the past with dollar store makeup, so I decided to try a new place. Actually, a lot of you guys suggested it to me, and it is shopmissa.com. I actually ordered from them once, like a really long time ago, and I remember liking what I got. It's basically like an online dollar store, but so many of you guys suggested it to me because they have a ton of makeup on their website. This video is not sponsored or anything like that, but I went on their website and they had so much makeup, like way more than just the regular dollar store had. So I put in an order and I spent about 35 bucks and I bought a full face of makeup. So I got like 35 things. Mostly everything is $1, although they do have some stuff, like some palettes that are more than $1, but it's because you're getting like multiple different colors. And like I got like a brush set and stuff, so I want to say this brush set was like $6 or $7 maybe. But yeah, I bought like brushes. So we are going to be using all of these brushes today to do our makeup. I bought a beauty sponge and then a full face of products. I have to be honest with you, these brushes smell really weird. They kind of smell like banana bread, which I feel like is weird and sounds good because like I like banana bread, but I don't know, it's not a good, it's weird, I don't know. We'll see how they work. But yeah, I have a big variety of stuff, so many different brands that I have never ever heard of in my life. I actually haven't heard of any of these brands, but I'm so excited to try everything out. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and click that little bell right next to the subscribe button so you can be notified of all of my future uploads. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, so like I told you guys, I did get a little blender sponge from them. This is the AOA Studio blender sponge. I'm gonna have to wet this. This is what it looks like. It actually feels pretty soft. Like I'm actually like, okay. So don't hate that. I actually also bought this. This was also from the same brand, AOA, and it's like a little, like a holder for the sponge. I don't know, is this cute or is it weird? I couldn't tell, but it was $1, so I was like, oh, whatever, we'll throw it in the cart and you can just like put it on your like vanity. So I got that too. Let me go wet this real quick. All right, got the beauty sponge all wet, and this is definitely really big. Like it expanded a lot when I got it wet. This is way bigger than a regular beauty blender, but we're gonna try it. Still feels really soft, so I actually have very high hopes for this. Let me just pin my hair back so it's not falling in my face and you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so the foundation I got is from the brand Santee, and this is the Flawless Perfect Finish Foundation. These are the Smooth Natural Drop Liquid. I'm not sure in the shade. I will absolutely say, oh, the shade is Honey Beige. This looks a lot darker in person than it did on the website. So they definitely have to like update, I feel like, their swatches, because I would have never bought this shade if this is what it looked like on the website. It definitely looks too dark. We're gonna try and make it work. Let's see, it does have a little dropper. This is what it looks like. It's very like orange, warm toned. But let's try and make the best of it. The dropper doesn't really work, so I'm just like wiping this on my face because if I squeeze it out, nothing really comes out. It's a thicker foundation. But with the little wand, it honestly isn't like hard to apply it. I'm just literally wiping it on my skin. All right, this is definitely gonna be way too dark, but we gonna try. It's gonna go in with this beauty sponge. Oh my God, this sponge is nice. I will say that, I like the sponge. This color is not correct for me. So I guess I would say that if you're putting in an order, oh my God, it's so orange. If you're putting in an order on their website, oh my God, okay. Definitely go a lot lighter than what the swatches look like. This, honestly, it's not even that it's like necessarily dark, it's just so orange. Like it's very, very orangey undertoned, which is not like my undertone, I guess. So I don't know, it just looks really weird on my skin, but the beauty blender is nice, okay. It's not like the most ridiculous looking thing in the world. Like I feel like with powder and everything else, we'll be able to work with it. Because I want to definitely keep going, and I don't want to cover it up, like take it off and then use a different foundation, because that takes away from like doing the whole look with dollar store makeup. So we're gonna keep it going and see. This beauty sponge though, I am vibing with. Let me tell you, this is pretty good, you guys. For $1, I don't think the beauty blender is 20 times better, and it's 20 times more the price. All right, so that is that with the foundation. We're gonna leave it at that. Now I'm gonna go in with the concealer. This is also from the AOA Studio brand. This is the Wonder Cover Concealer. This one is in the shade Light Ivory. This also looks a lot darker, I feel like, in person than it did online, even though it's light ivory. The packaging on this is actually really nice. It reminds me of like liquid lipstick packaging, but nonetheless very nice. doe foot is pretty hard, so you're just gonna have to apply a lot of this because it only gives you like a little bit on each little thing. So I'm gonna go in and blend it out and see how we do. Blending out easily, and it is definitely covering up my dark circles. Like, I actually don't mind this concealer. I feel like it looks pretty good. And I didn't have to use like 10 tons of it really to get this coverage, which is nice. Like, obviously I had to apply it a lot of times just because the doe foot wasn't picking up much product, but normally I use this much concealer and not every concealer that I've tried gives me this much coverage with that much. So I don't have any complaints about the concealer actually. I'm gonna put some down my nose as well, and hopefully that can help to balance out the color of the foundation if we add some of this. I cannot even explain to you how much my room smells like banana bread right now. It's so weird. I don't know why that brush met smells like banana bread. I mean, obviously there's worse things it could smell like. It's just so like random, I feel like. Okay, so far I am definitely vibing with the concealer and definitely with this blender sponge. This blender sponge is really nice. So we are gonna continue on. So then I have the AOA Studio. This is their banana powder, which I bought to set my under eyes with. It's like a yellow toned powder, which is good for brightening and stuff. So this is what it looks like. Let me see in this brush set which brush would be good. These are all the different brushes that I got. This brush set is from the brand, oh, this is also AOA, which I didn't realize. So maybe this guy will work. I did buy a couple standalone brushes. I didn't know if the brush set was gonna be enough. So I bought these two standalone kind of brushes from AOA. These ones are a little bit nicer, I think, than the ones in the kit are. So I might actually use this guy to set my under eyes. This is the F19 brush. I mean, it looks really nice, honestly. Like, it looks high end. It feels a little bit like cheaper, like it's very, very light. Where I feel like brushes are normally a bit heavier, but I mean, to be honest, that doesn't matter much to me. So I'm gonna go into this powder with this and pop it on my under eyes. Ooh, I like it. Definitely brightening up my under eyes and setting them. A lot of like kickback with this, but for $1, I think it's actually really nice. It's doing a good job of setting and brightening my under eyes. And I'm gonna bring this down my nose and T-zone and stuff as well, just to further try and neutralize that foundation shade. I actually really like this. Like, I feel like it did a nice job of brightening. I just am a little concerned just because there is so much powder kickback with this, and I'm really not dipping the brush in hard. But I mean, again, like I said, for $1, I actually think this is a really nice product, and this brush is really, really nice. I like this a lot. It's very soft on the under eyes. Not prickly. Like, for $1, this is amazing. So this brush I would highly, highly recommend. And then I did buy a powder for all over my face, if I can find it. Yeah, so this is the same powder, except this one is in the shade Nude. So I am gonna jump in with this, and this is the largest brush in the brush kit that I got. It's actually not that big. Like, normally I would use a bigger powder brush, but it's okay. And I'm just gonna use this to set the foundation and everything on my face. Oh, this is actually very mattifying. Like, it instantly made my face matte. So if you like matte powders, you'd probably really like this. Like, I can instantly see as I'm applying it, like, a difference in the finish of the foundation, because the finish of the foundation was much more natural and dewy. All right, honestly, I'm pretty impressed with how well we were able to work with that foundation and the shade, because it just was so orangey, but I feel like with the powders and the concealer, we were able to make it so that it doesn't look super crazy. Obviously, I wouldn't buy that shade in the future moving forward, but it's not bad. I'm looking at everything I bought now, and I'm like, did I not buy an eyebrow product? Oh, I did. I was like, did I forget the brows? But I didn't. Okay, so this is from the brand Amuse Cosmetics, and this is the Matte Long Lasting Pro Eyebrow Pencil in the shade Ash Blonde. So let's see what she looks like. Ooh, okay, so we have a spoolie on one side and then the product on the other, and it's kind of like the Anastasia Definer Brow. So let's go in with this and do our brows. Normally I like little like micro brow products better, like that style pencil, but I think if I remember correctly, when I put in this order, they didn't have the micro brow in a blonde shade. It was only brown, so I went with this one. Or I think it might have been like they had it, but it was sold out. This is not bad. It definitely has a waxy consistency, but that's good because it'll keep your brows in place. It just needs to be like spoolied through a couple times or it'll look like unnatural because it'll look like really stiff on your brows. But I actually don't think this is bad at all. And the shade is pretty good too, like it's not too light. Sometimes the blonde eyebrow pencils are so light that like they don't even do anything. Like this is actually really good. Alrighty, so brows are done. I actually really like this product. I feel like it was super easy to work with. I like the color and yeah, I would recommend it. Alrighty, now we're gonna jump to eyeshadow. The eyeshadow palette I got is also from Amuse Cosmetics. This one doesn't say like what the name of it is. I know they had a couple of them, but this is the one that I chose. Online, I feel like it looked like it had more mattes. Unless, did I buy another one? I'm like, what did I have here? Oh, okay, now I remember. So I also got this palette. So this is also from them, and this says it's an eyeshadow palette. It looks almost like it's like a bronzer and highlighter palette, but it says eyeshadow. So I got this one because it had the big mattes, and then I got this to have like some more shimmer shades. Now I remember. So I'm first gonna go in with this matte shade right here. I'm gonna put that in my crease. I'm gonna grab this fluffy little blending brush from the kit that I got and just blend that back and forth in the crease, like so. The shade is a little bit chalky, but it is building up. I am gonna go in though with a little bit of that deeper shade. Like I'm gonna put my brush a touch into both, just so we can get a little more pigment. Oh yeah, okay, that worked well. That helped to deepen it up a bit. They're blending fine. And this eyeshadow brush is actually really soft, so no complaints with any of these brushes so far. I feel like they're really good, and they haven't even been shedding or anything, like, which I'm shocked about. I want to say I paid like maybe $10 for the whole kit, but that's really not a bad deal. Then I'm going to jump in to this palette right here, and I'm going to go in with this shade, this champagne shade, and like a flat brush. I have this little flat brush. I don't have a setting spray or anything. I am going to spray my brush with Fix Plus. You can just use regular water. This is literally just what I have in front of me. So I'm gonna go in with this right here. We're gonna apply it to our lid and see. Oh my God! How pretty! Wow, this is nice. I honestly didn't know what to expect, but I didn't expect it to be as pigmented as it is. I like this. Gonna just do the same thing on the other eye now. And then I'm gonna jump in with this little angled brush, and I'm gonna go in with a bit of this more darker golden shade, and I'm gonna put that in my outer corner and just kind of pop that in there as a little transitional color. And I'm also gonna bring that shade beneath my lash line as well. I actually really like this eyeshadow palette. I feel like it's really, really pretty. Then I'm just gonna go back in with that smaller brush and grab this lightest shade, and I'm gonna use this as a highlight. So I'm gonna pop that in my inner corners. Ooh, pretty, pretty. And then beneath my brow bone as well. I do have an eyeliner. This is the Zuri Flawless Liquid Eyeliner. So let's see how this works in the shade Black. So this is what the packaging looks like. Ooh, nice. Okay, so this is actually, it's not a brush. It's like a flat, it's kind of stiff. So let's see. I thought it was a brush online. We're gonna try. Very pigmented and very black. So that's good. Not super hard to make a wing with either, so I won't complain about that. It just definitely is like stiff. So it takes a second to adjust to using something like this. But I mean, that wasn't that hard, and I feel like the wing came out pretty decent, so. And then for my inner corner liner, I got a white eyeliner. This is from LA Colors, so we know LA Colors well. They sell LA Colors at the Dollar Tree, but this is their Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Seashells. So I'm gonna just pop this into my waterline. This is actually really pigmented too. Honestly, you guys, when I first put the foundation on, I thought this was gonna be a disaster, but it's turning out pretty well. I am pretty impressed with these products so far. Then I did get lashes. These I thought were beautiful. These are from the AOA Studios, the Alexis lash. These are super pretty. They reminded me of the Salon Perfect 614s, which I love. So we are gonna apply these today. All right, let's go ahead and apply her. I love this lash. Oh my God. I feel like this lash is so pretty. Okay, might be putting in a bulk order for these because what? Alrighty, obsessed. Definitely gonna order more of these. For mascara to blend it in, this looks so cute, this packaging. This is the Starry mascara and it literally says Starry like in little rhinestones. I love it. So we're gonna go in with this and just use that to coat our lashes. This mascara is definitely like lighter. Like I feel like it's not making my lashes super black, especially on my lower lashes. So I'm not sure that I'm crazy about this, but it's not terrible. Okay, so not obsessed with this mascara. I just feel like it's not really that great, but it's workable. All right, now for the face, we are going to jump in for bronzer. This is the Giovi, I think is how you say it, Sun Glow Shimmer Bronzer. You guys know I like a shimmery bronzer for all over my face, and then I'll go in and contour. So I'm actually gonna go in with the same brush that we use to apply the powder because this is like about the size of bronzer brush that I normally use. Just get some bronzer on it and use this to bronze up the face a little bit before we go in with a powder. It's almost coming off a little like red tones, but I don't know. All right, so I think that's good enough for the bronzer. Not crazy about that. Let's try the contour. I actually bought a contour kit. So this is from the brand Lotus, and it's like a full kit. So I actually could have used one of these for my under eyes, but I like the banana powder that we use. But we have 3 different bronzers that we can use to contour. I'm gonna go in with the middle one first, and I have this smaller little domed brush that I'm gonna use for contour. We're just gonna contour out our cheeks with this. This is also very, very warm toned, which is weird because it doesn't really look like that in the pan, but on my face it's just showing up very warm toned. I feel like maybe it's the foundation is like counteracting and making everything just look more orangey because the foundation was really orangey. Up next for a highlight, I got the AOA Studios The Perfect line. That's the same thing that was for our under eyes and our face setting powder. They have a highlight. This one is in the shade Empress. So this is what it looks like. We're gonna go ahead and apply her and see. Ooh, love. Oh my gosh, love. That is blinding. Wow, okay, I like this a lot. So pretty. That is a blinding $1 highlight if I ever saw one myself. Oh my Lord. Oh my God, I forgot that I bought a blush too. So I would put my blush on before the highlight, but we're gonna do it a little backwards. This is the Lumi Radiant Blush from AOA Studios in the shade Rose Dawn. This looks really pretty. It's like pinky, but then it also has some golden undertones. So I'm gonna go and apply this to my cheeks. Not that I need any more like rosiness color on my cheeks. I feel like I have a lot going on there. I feel like I should have never put that bronzer on because that just kind of like made my face back to looking more orange, where we did a good job of kind of concealing that initial foundation color, but it is what it is. It's too late now. For my lips, I bought this lip liner. This is the Auto Lip Liner from LA Colors in the shade Mauve, but it looks like burgundy or something. So I'm hoping that this shade is just like off on the outside because this does not look like mauve, but maybe it is. Actually, I mean, maybe it looks a little more mauvey. I don't know. Let's see. I would say it's more like a dusty rose shade, honestly, but it's nice and it's pigmented, so I can't complain. And for our lip, I have a liquid lipstick. This is the Wonder Matte liquid lipstick from AOA in the shade Philique. This is probably gonna be a very warm toned against that lip liner that we used, but we'll see. We'll see how it works. Ooh, I actually really like this shade though. Ooh, it smells good too. It has a different scent. I don't know what it is. It's kind of like fruity. I feel like most like liquid lipsticks smell like cupcakes and vanilla and stuff. This one is definitely more fruity, less sweet, but still really nice. All right, you guys, so this is the final look. Honestly, I am really impressed. I feel like I found so many great things. The only things that I didn't like were the foundation and the bronzer, just because they were so orangey toned. It was really the tone that was off. The actual product itself wasn't even really that bad. It was just the tone was not right for me. But everything else was honestly very, very impressive. Like, without it even being cheap, like it was still pretty good. Everything was so affordable. It was like, wow, okay, this is crazy. So I am super, super impressed. I would definitely order makeup from them again. again. And I definitely feel like a lot of these products I will use again, especially the brushes too. Like the brushes were really good. If you're looking for like a beginner brush kit, I honestly don't think there's anything wrong with this. They did the job. They feel cheap, like I said, like they definitely don't feel like luxurious brushes, but they apply the product and that's really all that matters. Like they don't need to feel luxurious. I think for the price they were great, and a lot of the products we tried today were really, really good. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Please let me know down below any future videos that you guys want to see. I love you guys so, so much, and I will see you very soon in the next video. Bye!